A new day began in a cozy room as a little monkey named Lily awoke. Dressed in a cute red and white onesie, Lily sat on her bed, still warm from her sleep, amidst the pink sheets and blankets. Instead of lazing around, she began her first task of the day, tidying her bed. With a look of determination, Lily pulled off the blanket and pillow, tossing them neatly into a corner of the room. Meanwhile, out in the lush green garden, her dad was caring for the family's goats, breaking off fresh, young banana leaves for them to eat. Back inside, having completed her mission of making the bed, Lily went to the yellow armchair to relax for a moment. But her rest didn't last long, as a mischievous idea sparked in her mind. Lily quickly ran to the mini fridge, using both her hands and feet to climb on top of it. Her target was a green packet of powder. After grabbing it, she tore it open and began to eat it with relish. But unfortunately spilled the powder all over the floor.
Oh my gosh!
Realizing she had just made a mess, Lily immediately grabbed a blue cloth and began to diligently clean up the scene. She bent down, using the cloth to scrub at the spilled powder. Her small hands fumbled as she tried to wipe forcefully. But the dry powder wouldn't disappear easily. Instead, it only seemed to spread out wider, creating streaky and stickier patches that made the floor even messier than before. The more Lily wiped, the more flustered she appeared. Her hasty and clumsy movements showing that she was trying her best to hide her crime.
Gosh.
Lily's cleaning efforts seemed to backfire. Instead of disappearing, the white powder became even more streaked and smeared across the floor. Getting dirtier the more she wiped. Looking at her handiwork, a wave of panic washed over her. Without hesitation, she rushed into the bedroom, quickly pulled open the wardrobe door, and climbed inside, closing it tightly behind her. Inside the wardrobe, darkness enveloped her. Not even the familiar scent of the clothes could soothe her. Lily could clearly hear her own panting breaths and feel her chest heaving, her little heart pounding so fast it felt like it was about to leap out. In this cramped and stuffy space, a familiar memory suddenly flooded back. The last time she had made a mess, she had also hidden in this very wardrobe,
Oh my
and her
gosh.
dad had found her immediately. The memory of being discovered so easily made Lily realize this was not a safe hiding place. I can't get caught again! The thought spurred her into action. Learning her lesson the hard way, Lily cracked open the wardrobe door and carefully peeked out. She decided she had to find a new hiding spot, a place her dad would never suspect. Her eyes darted around the house and settled on the refrigerator in the living room. That was the safest place. No sooner said than done. She tiptoed out, climbed into the refrigerator, and closed the door, hoping she wouldn't be discovered this time. Soon after, her dad returned from the garden. Seeing the messy floor, he didn't scold her, but instead called out, "Lily," and went into the bedroom to look for her.
Này có con đây ta.
Not finding his daughter in the room, he came back out.
Ly ơi.
And sensed something was unusual about the refrigerator. Opening the door, he found Lily huddled inside.
Hả? Sao bột để rải khắp nhà Ly? Sao bột rải khắp nhà vậy? Là gì đó con? Là gì đó? Gì đây? Nè, bột nè. Sao? Thèm bánh hả? Hay thèm gì? Thèm nó bánh hả? Đi ra đây bế nào.
Instead of getting angry, he smiled gently.
Đây là sữa tủ phải không? Sao có lấy uống
He
nhé?
didn't reprimand her at all, but softly asked his daughter to get another cloth.
Sao có lấy lại cái lấy hôn rác cho ba đi. Đúng rồi. Đây, đây, đúng rồi con đây. Cảm ơn Ly. Rồi. Thôi, đi đâu chở ba đi nha.
The two of them then worked together to clean up the powder from the floor.
Quẹt lại nha. Đó, thấy chưa? Nè. Đó, cho sạch nha. Đó, thấy chưa? Sạch chưa? Đó. Sạch chưa? Rồi đứng đây nè. Cầm đây, cầm đây. Đi cầm đây. Cầm đây. Đó, cầm đây. Đó, mỗi người một việc nhá. Đó. Thấy chưa? Đấy, đừng làm bẩn cái nhà nhé, nhà phải sạch nhé. Rồi. Đi đầu ha. Đừng rác ha. Đây nha. Rồi giờ tay không uống sữa nhé. Ha.
When they were finished, he lifted Lily up and carried her to the bathroom to wash her hands and clean her up.
Tay đầu, tay đầu, tay đầu, tay đầu. Lạnh quá ha, lạnh quá ha. Rồi, tay đây, tay đây. Rồi. Rồi, đi uống sữa ha. Đi. Uống sữa cho đi uống nha. Được chưa? Đấy. Tay kia nữa. Tay kia nữa.
The next day, soft sunlight filtered through the window. The dad returned home from the market, carrying a basket of fresh food. The first thing he saw upon entering the living room was his little daughter Lily lounging on the familiar yellow armchair. Her eyes were completely captivated by the colorful cartoons dancing on the TV screen, seemingly oblivious to the world around her.
Con ngồi đi chơi nhé. Con ngồi đây ha. Cái đứa ba hả? Ngồi đây ba làm bát cho Ly nhé. Thấy chưa? Con ngồi đây đi. Ngồi đây. Ngồi đây ba làm cho Lily ăn nhé. Thấy chưa?
Smiling at his daughter's adorable focus, he quietly went into the bedroom to put things away. However, his smile quickly faded to a soft sigh when he saw the scene inside. Lily's clothes were scattered messily on the bed, creating a very untidy sight. Without raising his voice, called out in a gentle, warm tone, "Lily!" Immediately, hearing her dad's call, she understood she was needed. With small, quick steps, she trotted into the bedroom.
Sao hả? Tới đây đi, bà Bảo. Đây Ly này. Đấy, bà chỉ Ly nhá. Quần áo này, phòng của mình này, không được để bừa bộn như vậy nhá. Nghe chưa Ly? Nè, con thấy quần áo bừa bộn không? Đấy, kìa, thấy chưa? Thấy chưa? Nè, bà chỉ Ly thôi nhá. Bây giờ nhiệm vụ của Ly ấy là dọn dẹp cái này lại nhá, nghe chưa con? Nhá. Nghe chưa con? À, phòng phải để dọn sạch sẽ cái Ly nhá. Không được để rơi như vậy nghe chưa? Kia nữa kìa, quần áo kia kìa. Đây này, kia kìa, thấy không? Ly thấy không? Bừa bộn không? Thôi bây giờ Ly dọn dẹp.
As soon as she saw the pile of clothes on the bed and her dad's gaze, Lily knew what her task was without him having to say another word.
Thôi dọn đi con, dọn đi.
She quickly and proactively used her tiny hands to gather every piece of clothing, placing them neatly into the laundry basket in the corner. When the basket was full, she made a great effort to carry it to the laundry area. And quickly put each item into the washing machine. After making sure the bedroom was tidy, Lily returned to the kitchen.
Đây, con có chuẩn bị sẵn rồi đấy, mời con.
A cheerful, cooperative atmosphere filled the cozy space. Lily sat properly on the countertop, highly focused on her important task. She used her small but skillful hands to carefully peel the green husks from the golden cobs of corn. Beside her, her dad used a knife to cut the corn into perfectly even rounds.
Ly bỏ đây này.
Each time a piece was cut, Lily would quickly pick it up and place it in a basket.
Đừng có bớt này ra nhé, thấy chưa? Bỏ đây này con, ở kia. Đúng rồi. Ở bên kia. Đúng rồi, nè. Đấy con. Đúng rồi. Bỏ đi. Đúng rồi, nào đó. Bỏ kia đi. Tốt. Không cầm bỏ kìa. Đúng rồi, giỏi lắm. Tốt lắm, đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Bây giờ mình bỏ vào nồi nhá. Đây Ly, đây đây này. Đây vào đây coi. Đây. Vào đây Ly. Bỏ đây vào đây này.
She then helped her dad put each of the clean corn pieces into the pot.
Bỏ đây đi con. Rồi, ok rồi. Lên để đắp cho ba đi. Đúng rồi. À, ui, trời giỏi quá. Rồi.
After he added water and put on the lid, Lily's big round eyes curiously watched the pot as it began to bubble vigorously,
ok rồi.
awaiting the
Đi
results
ra
of
nào.
their teamwork.
Xem đi làm tới đâu rồi nhá, xong rồi ra mình ăn được rồi nhá Linh nhá. Xem đi dọn dẹp
While
sao này.
waiting for the corn to cook, the dad and daughter went to check the bedroom again to make sure
Sạch nha.
everything was neat and
Thấy chưa?
tidy.
Nè. Đó, cái phòng sạch sẽ phải là được nhá Linh nhá, thấy chưa? Đồ con bỏ đâu rồi? Đồ bỏ đâu? Đồ con bỏ đâu rồi nè? Ok này. Ô. Giỏi quá. Một đúng nước đã xong rồi nhỉ? Không, bây giờ mình lên ăn nhé, được không? Giỏi lắm. Giờ mình lên ăn nhé. Ha. Thế là bắt được rồi đấy. Này là chín rồi đấy. Ngồi đây con, ngồi đây. Ngồi đây chờ bà tí nhé.
When the sweet aroma of boiled corn filled the house, signaling that the meal was ready, they returned to the kitchen.
Wow.
Wow.
Her dad carefully took out the hot pieces of corn.
Rồi. Đi bỏ cái này. Cầm đây này. À, không sợ. Đây, bỏ đây.
Used a fork to pick off the plump, golden kernels and gently blew on them to cool them down before feeding them to Lily.
Đây, bỏ đây. Đi bỏ xuống dưới đi con, bỏ xuống dưới đây. Đây nữa. Đây nữa con. Đúng rồi. Đây nữa con. Đúng rồi. Vào đây. Đấy, đúng rồi. Vào đây. Ăn đi con. Đây, ăn đi, ăn đi, ăn đi. Đây kìa. Giỏi. Rồi đi nè. Con xuống ghế đi. Giỏi quá. Đúng rồi.
Her
Ngon quá.
eyes
Ôi
sparkled,
trời ơi.
and her cute little
Ngon quá.
mouth munched with delight, savoring the sweet flavor of the food she had helped prepare.
Ngon quá Lý. Đúng rồi. Giỏi quá. Đúng rồi, ăn từ từ thôi nhé.
The meal ended joyfully. The sweet cornmeal ended, leaving Lily with a satisfied smile and a full belly. Lily's dad gave her a bath, washing away all her fatigue. He carefully adjusted the water flow, making sure that the temperature was warm enough, perfect for Lily's skin. Lily squealed with delight when placed in the warm water, the water droplets splashing like small crystals. Dad took the shampoo. Gently rubbed it on Lily's soft hair, creating a mountain of white foam. Lily giggled, her clear laughter echoing throughout the bathroom. After the laughter, the space became quieter. The dad gently poured water, washing away the foam. Under the warm water, it seemed that all of Lily's fatigue after an active morning gradually disappeared. The little girl leaned back into her dad's strong arms, her eyes half closed, completely relaxed and at peace. The bath ended. Lily was wrapped in a large, soft, fragrant towel. Feeling warm and clean, she was completely ready for the next adventure. A short while later, she emerged with a completely new look, a pristine white dress with an adorable red checkered pattern. Just then, the sound of their goat, Lily's best friend, was heard outside. With everything ready, Lily put on a wide-brimmed hat and excitedly climbed onto the wooden cart that was already hitched to the goat. The adventure to the fields had officially begun. The village path was shaded by trees. But due to a bit of speed and carelessness, the goat caused the cart to wobble and then tumble over into a field. Luckily, Lily was extremely quick-witted and jumped from the cart just in time, completely unharmed. Without a single tear or a hint of fear, she calmly stood up, dusted off her clothes, and even ran over to her goat friend to help push the cart back onto the path. Her bravery and composure turned a small mishap into a memorable lesson in teamwork. The pair continued their journey to the family's vegetable garden. deftly used a small garden tool to dig up round, pearly white jicama roots. When she felt the cart was full, she signaled for her goat friend to take her home. When they arrived back at the pen, her dad was just returning with a kind smile.
Ra đây xem nào. Trời ơi. Lily, đi nhổ đậu đúng không? Hả? Nè. Thôi để bà làm đậu cho Lily với tôi ăn nhá. Nhá. Nè. Củ sắn thì ngon quá hả Ly? Bà làm cho Ly nhá. Làm Ly với tôi ăn nhá. Con ngồi xuống đi, cái tay đấy, ngồi xuống. Quả này ngon này, mát này nha. Này ngon mát này Ly này.
He took the basket of jicama, washed the roots, and cut them into pieces, sharing them with both Lily and the goat as a well-deserved reward for their hard work and bravery.
Này cái đây này. Ăn thử thế nhá. Đây này, ăn này con. Này. Cho Ly này. Ăn từ từ thôi con. Cho bé nhá. Ngon lắm. Ăn giỏi lắm. Nè, cho Ly này. Cầm đấy, cầm đấy.
The late afternoon sun began to fade. After a long, active day, Lily was tired, but her face still shone with happiness.
Đi vào đi ơi. Đi về nào. Về nào. Về được quần áo nhá.
Her dad gently lifted his little daughter into his arms and carried her inside. His warm embrace brought a long, fulfilling, and meaningful day to a perfect close. Under the warm afternoon sun, the little monkey, Lily, in her adorable red and white jumpsuit with a small backpack, happily returned home after a day of play. But strangely, the glass door was firmly locked. Lily pressed her soft cheek against the cool glass, her big round eyes filled with worry. "Dad, where are you?" She called out in her clear voice, but only silence answered. After a while of looking around and calling until her throat was sore with no answer, a spark ignited in Lily's mind when she saw a coil of rope lying nearby. Without hesitation, she ran over and with her small but nimble hands carried the rope to the side of the house.
rồi, giờ này Ly đi học về rồi. Không biết sao rồi ta.
However, the window was too high for Lily's small frame. After a moment of observation, a bold plan was formed. Lily threw the rope through the window frame, the hooked end catching securely on the edge of a chair inside. With all her strength and skill, Lily clung tightly to the rope, took a running start, and swung herself up high. She successfully climbed into the house through the open window, letting out a sigh of relief. Once inside, Lily's most important mission was still to find her dad.
Dad.
She ran through every room, from the tidy living room to the familiar kitchen.
Ahem.
Lily's eyes stopped at the empty rice cooker, and another wave of worry washed over her. Dad probably hasn't eaten yet, she whispered to herself. Unable to find her dad in the house, Lily climbed back out the window. And then she saw a familiar figure. Dad! He was struggling to push his motorcycle down the village road. Dad! Lily joyfully exclaimed and ran to him, throwing herself into his arms.
Nãy vào được nhà không? Nãy Ly có vào được nhà không? Ba khóa cửa sao vào? Ba có mua đồ cho Ly này.
All her worries seemed to vanish. Her father lovingly lifted his little daughter and placed her in the basket on the front of the motorcycle.
Đây ngồi đi về nào. Đây. Ngồi đây đi nha.
Settled in the basket, Lily saw a large, round, cool watermelon next to her. The two of them went home together.
Wow, về tới nhà rồi. Về tới nhà mừng Ly ơi. Sao có cái dây này đây Ly? Này đâu đây? Ủa? Đi vào nhà đường này Ly? Hả? Đi vào nhà bằng cái dây này hả? Hả? Trời ơi, giỏi vậy hả? Vào nhà bằng cái đấy hả? Cái dây của ba này. Đây ba làm đồ chơi mà. Dưa cho Ly á. Đúng chưa? Giỏi nha. Bây giờ ba làm dưa cho Ly nhá. Dưa cho Ly ăn nhá.
Her father placed the watermelon on a wooden cutting board and sliced it into juicy crimson pieces.
Dad.
Chào đâu? Đâu. Từ từ đây.
The final scene was truly heartwarming. Lily sat on a chair, holding a fork, and happily eating a plate of watermelon.
Ăn từ từ con. Đúng rồi, ngon không?
The sweet taste melted in her mouth, chasing away all the fatigue and anxiety she had felt. She joyfully savored her father's gift. After they finished the watermelon, Her father gently stroked her head and then stepped back out into the yard to continue his unfinished work on the motorcycle, leaving Lily inside with a sense of complete safety and happiness. After her dad went back outside to continue his work, a wonderful idea sparked in Lily's mind. She wanted to do something special to surprise him. Dressed in a bright yellow shirt, Lily secretly took some money from her small blue wallet. Put on a cute conical hat and carried a basket out the gate, looking very determined and secretive. A short while later, Lily returned home, the fruits of her trip in hand. She carefully took out 2 fragrant sweet cakes from her basket, one for herself and one for her beloved father. Lily placed them in the oven, hoping to make them warm and crispy. While waiting for the cakes, she sat in front of the TV, her eyes glued to the screen, but her mind was filled with images of her father's happy face when he would eat the cake.
Uh-oh.
However, perhaps because she was too engrossed, Lily left the cakes in the oven for too long. When she excitedly took them out, a burnt smell filled the air. Both cakes were charred black and inedible.
Uh-oh.
Disappointed and a little sulky, Lily took her cake and threw it into the trash. But then, looking at the empty plate, she felt guilty. Lily turned back, took the dirty plate to the sink, and carefully washed it clean. Standing by the sink, Lily drank a cool sip of water. The fresh water seemed to bring back a flood of memories. A vivid image of her and her dad happily kneading dough and baking together appeared in her mind. Maybe I can bake a cake for Dad myself? The thought spurred her into action. Without hesitation, she ran outside again and returned shortly after with a bag of flour. Lily laid everything out on the kitchen counter and began her enthusiastic baking project.
Uh-oh.
She poured water into the flour herself and used a tiny whisk to mix it.
Yummy.
But baking was not as easy as it looked. White flour scattered everywhere, sticking to Lily's face and clothes. The entire kitchen soon turned into a pristine white battlefield. In the middle of her messy work, Lily was startled by the sound of the doorbell. Panicked, she quickly looked for a place to hide and dove behind the curtains, daring only to peek out.
Ly ơi. Ủa? Mùi gì cháy vậy?
Her father
Lily!
walked into the kitchen and froze.
Gì này?
He stared in surprise at the messy scene on the counter, with flour
Lily!
scattered everywhere.
Ly là bánh gì trời? Ly! Ly ơi! Lily!
Her dad called Lily's name and began to search.
Ly! Ly ơi! Đi đâu rồi? Ly! Ly!
His gentle eyes scanned every corner of the house and then stopped at the slightly moving
Đứng
curtain.
đây là gì?
He walked over and gently pulled it aside. Lily was discovered. She looked down, nervously wringing her hands, preparing for a scolding.
Đi làm gì ở trên kia? Sao làm bánh trên kia vậy? Hả? Sao? Sao nghịch cái này? Nè, quần áo này thấy chưa? Nè, bẩn này, mặt bẩn này. Thấy không? Con làm gì ở trên kia vậy hả?
But contrary to what Lily expected, her dad wasn't
Vào tay
angry.
xem nào.
He
Xem
didn't
nào.
say a
Gì
single
này,
word
cái
of
bột này,
reprimand.
thấy chưa?
He
Nè.
just quietly knelt down, took
Thấy
her
không?
small flour-dusted hands in his, and gently wiped them
Con làm
clean.
bánh là cái gì? Đây này cho mọi người xem này. Này mọi người xem này. Lily ở nhà quậy này. Đi làm tí mà Lily ở nhà quậy này, thấy chưa? Không được làm thế nhé. Không sao nhé. Đưa mũi vào nào. Đưa túi vào nào. Chân bẩn nào. Ui sao đâu, qua xem chân nào. Ui giời ơi. Chân đây hả? Ôi giời ơi. Chân gì mà toàn bột thế này. Ghê
The
quá.
love and understanding in his eyes moved Lily so much that she could only bury her face in his embrace.
Thôi mình đi làm bánh nhá. Mình xài cái chân này đi làm bánh nhá. Này. Ghê quá. Nào đi làm bánh nhá. Nha. Đây, đứng vào đây đi. Đây. Này bây giờ mình dọn này nhé. Tôi cầm lấy ba dọn này. Cầm lấy ba dọn nhá.
Finally, the two of them cleaned up the battlefield Lily had created.
Đây, dọn này đi nhá. Lấy bột mới nhá.
Her father showed her how to clean up, while Lily chattered on, explaining her failed plan to bake a surprise cake for him. The kitchen, though messy, was filled with laughter and the warmth of father-daughter love. It was a failed baking lesson, but a brilliant success in love and forgiveness. Another day, the sky was clear and the atmosphere was peaceful. Lily was sitting obediently by the laptop, her eyes focused on the lively images on the screen. But then, her little stomach began to sing its familiar tune. Lily was hungry. She left the computer and headed to the kitchen to find something to eat. On the dining table, under the familiar food cover, a plate of fresh, delicious fruit seemed to be calling her. Lily happily sat down and enjoyed her light snack. After eating, she felt a little thirsty. Lily reached for the water dispenser and poured herself a full glass. But while turning the tap, perhaps in a bit of a hurry, she accidentally let the water overflow, spilling all over the table and dripping onto the floor. Drip, drip! The sound of water hitting the tiled floor made Lily's heart skip a beat. An unhappy memory suddenly came back to her. She remembered a previous time when she had been scolded by her dad for spilling water. The stern look on his face appeared clearly in her mind, making Lily very scared. "No, I have to clean it up right away," Lily told herself. She quickly ran to find a dry cloth. Her small hands swiftly wiped away every trace of water from the table and then diligently dried the floor. In just a moment, everything was clean again, with no sign of the recent mishap. Even though she had cleaned up, fear still lingered in Lily's heart. She didn't dare stay in the kitchen any longer and quietly went to the bedroom. What if Dad comes home and sees? Will he still scold me? The questions kept swirling in her head. anxiety grew, and to escape it, Lily decided to climb into the wardrobe. Pulling the door shut, hoping it would be the safest hiding place. In the dark, cramped space of the closet, Lily sat curled up, hugging her knees, her heart pounding. A short while later, she heard her dad come home.
Đi đâu ạ? Đồ ăn ăn rồi ạ. Ly ơi. Sao ướt vậy? Ướt từ lâu rồi nè. Ly ơi. Ly. Ly ơi. Ly ơi.
The footsteps grew closer
Lily.
and closer, then stopped right outside her room.
Sao ướt đây vậy trời? Hả? Sao ướt cái chăn gối vậy? Ly ơi. Đi đâu rồi?
The closet door slowly opened. The light from outside streamed in, making Lily squint. It was Dad. He had found her. Lily looked down, bracing herself for a reprimand.
Trời, sao quần ướt vậy? Sao làm chân giường ướt rồi con? Quần ướt rồi này ha. Ướt mày ướt xíu nha. Không sao đâu nhé.
But it never came. He didn't scold her at all. He just gently sat down, looking at his little daughter trembling in the closet with eyes full of love and understanding. He didn't ask why she was hiding there, nor did he mention anything about the spilled water. He was simply there, and his silence was warmer and more comforting than any words could be. Lily looked up into her dad's kind eyes, and all her fears seemed to melt away. She knew that no matter what mistake she made, her father's arms would always be there, ready to protect and forgive her. Her stomach started rumbling again. Lily trotted to the refrigerator, hoping to find a delicious snack. She opened the door, but the cold light revealed an empty space with only a few bottles of water left. A small wave of disappointment passed over her, but Lily was not one to give up easily. If there's nothing at home, I'll go out and find something, she thought to herself. Having made her decision, Lily ran out into the yard and headed straight for her beloved pink supercar. She put on her blue helmet, fastened the strap carefully, looking every bit the professional racer. With a practiced move, Lily started the engine, and the toy car slowly rolled out of the gate, beginning an adventure to find food. The road ahead was beautiful, and Lily drove happily, looking at everything around her. But her joy didn't last long. A large rock, bigger than her car, blocked her path. Screech! The car came to a sudden halt.
Oh my god.
Lily got out and, with all her might, pushed with her hands and braced with her feet, trying to move the rock. But the rock remained stubbornly in place. It wouldn't budge. Just as she was struggling and didn't know what to do, a kind man who was passing by approached. Seeing the little monkey in trouble, he stopped to ask what was wrong. Lily was overjoyed. She pointed at the rock, her eyes pleading for help. The man smiled, and without any difficulty, bent down and lifted the large rock out of the way, placing it neatly on the side of the road.
Thank you.
The obstacle was gone. Lily was so happy she jumped up and down. She clasped her hands together and thanked the kind man profusely. Her cheerful, sincere thanks made the man happy too. He patted Lily on the head and continued on his way. Now that the road was clear, Lily got back into her car and drove straight home. As soon as she reached the yard, she eagerly called out, "Dad!" Hearing his daughter's voice, her dad ran out from the house, his face beaming with joy.
Vô về đây mua đây hả? Là bà tìm Ly mãi ha. Cái gì đây ấy? Xe sao ấy? Xe sao ấy? Cái này rồi. Con hai trái cây đâu đây? Vâng quá ha. Ba có làm đồ ăn cho Ly không kìa? Ba có làm đồ ăn cho kia cho Ly rồi nhé. Và ăn đi, ngồi xe ba sửa sau nhé. Được không? Ha. Đi vô nè.
He carried Lily inside and got her a plate of delicious food.
Ngồi đây ăn nhé. Để ăn đi con. Đứng vào đây ăn. Đây, ngồi ăn đi. Ăn đi nhé. Đỡ bụng hả?
While Lily ate and recounted her perilous adventure, her dad sat beside her, listening attentively, his eyes filled with tenderness and pride for his brave and independent little daughter.
Ngon quá ha. Hết rồi. Hết rồi. Đấy, bỏ ra một gì đây. Đây con. Đây bà bảo này, đây hỏi nè. Sao? Xe sao mà hư vậy hả? Xe sao mà hư thế? Đi đâu? Đi hái hả? Đi hái đồ đấy hả? Đi hái đồ làm hư xe hả? Rồi, thôi để mai ba sửa xe cho Ly nhé. Được không? Ba sửa xe Ly đi sau nhé. Nhé. Giỏi quá.
The story begins in the quiet stillness of sleep, where the little monkey Lily, with an adorable rosy face, was lost in sweet dreams of her beloved aunt. But when her eyelids fluttered open, reality rushed in, bringing with it a gnawing, deep-seated longing. That feeling of missing her was like a dark cloud covering Lily's innocent soul. The little monkey sat up, crossed her legs on the pillow, and raised her hands to scratch her head in confusion. She then crawled off the bed and padded down the hallway to a smaller bed. Lying there, Lily gazed through the glass window and saw her dad diligently sweeping the yard outside. A look of sadness clearly visible on her face. Lily walked to the door, pressed her hands against the glass to look at her dad, then opened it and ran out to hug his leg tightly.
Đây, làm gì đây? Sao? Đây là hả? Đây này ha.
Her dad lovingly lifted Lily
À.
and carried her inside.
Ăn mặt siêu siêu rồi. Ăn mặt siêu siêu rồi. Đi vào nhé. Sao mặt buồn thế? Ngồi đây xem nào. Sao?
He set Lily down on a yellow beanbag chair. Noticing the sad expression on his daughter's face, he gently stroked her head to comfort her.
Sao? Đau bụng hả? Sao đấy? Sao? Sao đấy? Đau bụng hả? Đi đau bụng hả? Để ba lấy cho Ly nhé, lấy cho Ly ăn nhé, được không? Nhé. Để lấy cho Ly ăn đó nhé. Ha. Được không?
Lily said nothing, only reaching for the phone to silently look through photos taken with her aunt.
Ồ. Cái gì đây? Hả? Ồ. Cái gì đây? Đâu, con đang xem gì đấy? Đâu, xem nào. Đâu. Đâu. Ồ. Ủa? Gì đây? Sao? 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 Sao muốn chơi cái gì à? Hả? Muốn gọi chơi cái gì à?
Understanding his daughter's heart, her dad suggested calling her aunt to invite her over.
Nhé. À, gì đây đúng không? À. Thôi, đã gọi gì chơi Ly nhé. Nhé. Gọi chơi đi, chào bà tí. Chào bà tí. Đây, chào bà tí ha. Chào bà tí ha. Chào bà tí, ba đang gọi đây. Alo. Tí nhúng à? Ồ.
Lily watched intently, full of hope.
Lily ở nhà mình. Dì có rảnh không? Muốn chơi với em Ly xíu này. Dì cũng rảnh à?
However, as her dad listened on the phone, Lily's expression shifted from surprise to sadness upon learning that her aunt was busy and couldn't come.
Hay gì bạn ngồi nhá. Thôi nhà ba lấy đồ cho Ly ăn nhá. Được không? Lấy cho Ly ăn nhá. Nhá, đừng có buồn.
Though she tried to hold them back, tears
Mai
streamed
mốt
down
gì
her
rảnh
face,
nhá.
and she began to sob.
Nhá. 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 Ôi trời ơi, sao đây? Buồn nữa hả? Trời ơi, thương thế. Trời ơi, có tí thôi mà buồn. Thôi bà thương nha. Thôi đừng có buồn nhé.
Her dad stroked her head, gave her a comforting kiss, and brought out a cup of yogurt to soothe her.
Bà bảo gì xuống chơi với Ly nhé. Đúng không? Nhé. Bây giờ bà lấy đồ cho Ly ăn được không? Ha? Qua đây. Đây, ngồi đi. Đây, bà lấy sữa số cho Ly ăn nhé.
He sat her at a small table and helped her with the first few spoonfuls. But it seemed that even her favorite delicious yogurt couldn't ease the ache of missing her aunt.
Ăn đi, đúng rồi, ăn giỏi.
Lily ate listlessly before starting to feed herself.
Đúng rồi, phải ăn vậy chưa? Sao? Sao? Ăn đi chứ? Nè, đúng rồi, ăn đi chứ. Giỏi. Đây, con tự cầm ăn đi. Đây. Đúng rồi, con ăn đi. Đây. Sao? Sao đi? Để bà đút cho Ly nhé. Bà đút cho Ly ăn nhé. Đúng rồi, ăn đi con, ngon mà. Sao? Đúng rồi, ăn đi chứ, đúng rồi. Rồi mấy nữa ba gọi gì cũng chơi nhé. Được không? Nhé. Ăn đi con, đúng rồi, ăn đi. Ngoan nào. Ăn nào Ly. Ăn nào, giỏi. Ăn đi mấy nữa ba gọi gì cũng chơi nhé. Đúng rồi đấy, ăn vậy hết. Đây này, thêm nhé. Nào. Đấy. Thấy chua mà. Chua các con thích mà. Ô. Sao đây? Ăn đi con, đúng rồi, ăn đi chứ. Thế rồi. Đúng rồi, giỏi. Thấy chưa, ăn giỏi chưa? Thấy chưa? Sao? Sao đây? Sao? Nè, ăn giỏi nè. Ăn đi, đúng rồi. Ly phải ngoan chứ. Đúng rồi, ăn nhiều chứ. Đúng rồi. Ăn nhiều ba gọi gì nhá. Thấy chưa? Ăn nhiều ba gọi gì? Ăn đi ba gọi cho. Ăn đi ba gọi nhá. Đúng rồi, ăn đi. Đúng rồi. Ăn đi ba gọi nhá. Thôi chờ ba tí ba gọi này. Này, cầm lại, cầm cái này đi. Ăn đi ba gọi điện thoại nhá. Alo. Đúng rồi.
When her dad got a phone call and had to step outside, Lily sighed, left the table, and ran to her bedroom. Lying on the small bed, her spirits were incredibly low. After his call, her dad came back inside and, not seeing her, went to the bedroom.
Hay dối nhỉ? Hay dối nhỉ? Dối quá trời à. Chị ơi! Chị ơi! Ồ, sao đây? Sao nằm đây? Hả? Không ăn à? Không đói bụng à? Hả? Sao? Không đói bụng à? Sao? Sao đấy chứ? Cái miệng bẩn này, thấy không?
He sat beside her, caressed her gently, and promised that her aunt would visit tomorrow.
Đi ngoan nhé. Mấy nữa thì rảnh này ba gọi thì chúng chơi Ly ha. Được không? Nhé. Phải ngoan như vậy chứ. Thôi ngủ đi ha. Ngủ thì ngủ nhé. Ngày mai là ba gọi thì chúng chơi với Ly nhé. Đi ngoan nhé. Đúng rồi.
Just then, something unexpected happened. From the yard, a woman wearing a helmet rode in on a motorbike. It was Lily's aunt. She must have managed to arrange her work to come and visit her niece. Hearing her aunt's call, Lily rushed out, and the moment they met, she threw her arms around her.
Lily nhà với ai đấy?
All the sadness on Lily's face vanished, replaced by a radiant smile of pure happiness.
Lily chơi nghe.
Ồ, thì đi chơi hả?
Dạ.
Hôm nay chị rảnh ha? Đi chơi với Ly à?
Tới chơi với Ly nha.
Ly vui nhé.
Lily joyfully clung to her aunt's side.
Rồi, Ly nhớ gì lắm? Bây giờ muốn gì qua chơi đấy?
Hôm nay chị tới chơi với Ly này.
Ly vui nhé. Hôm nay thì ở lại cơm với Ly nhé. Giờ Ly vui lắm á. Đi ra. Đi ra dọn dẹp sân tí nha.
Lily có gì trả gì chân không? Lily. Lily. Lily có gì trả gì xem không? Lily đàn hả? Lily đàn đi. Lily lại ngồi đó kìa.
She ran to get her small guitar and played a song for her.
Lily hát hay quá. Lily hát hay, đàn giỏi quá nha. Mày bữa đi làm ca sĩ nghe Lily nha.
The two of them played happily together. Afterward, her aunt told Lily to put the guitar away so she could go to the kitchen and prepare lunch.
Lily, bây giờ Lily lại ghé ngồi chơi, còn gì đi nấu cơm trưa ngay Lily. Lily lại ghé ngồi.
As she was about to start cooking, she realized they were out of rice.
Anh ơi, gạo đâu hết rồi?
She went out to the yard to tell Lily's dad.
Chờ xíu, chờ xíu.
Vậy anh đi mua gạo đi nha.
He went inside to check his wallet. But since it wasn't payday yet, it was empty.
Hết tiền. Trời, anh quên cầm tiền rồi. Anh gì có tiền không thì cho anh mượn đi. Anh mua gạo không một đoạn.
He shyly asked to borrow money from the aunt. But since she had left in a hurry, she didn't have any with her either. Huddled in a corner, Lily's little ears had heard everything. She ran to check her own small purse, hoping she could help her dad. But that hope was quickly extinguished when she found it empty as well.
Oh,
With no other choice, she made a silent decision. Lily hugged her guitar and quietly slipped out of the house without her dad or aunt noticing. Lily stopped in a small corner of the neighborhood and began to strum sweet melodies, hoping she could use her talent to earn some money. But cruelly, it was nearly noon, and there wasn't a soul around. Lily sighed, feeling helpless. Suddenly, an idea flashed, and her eyes lit up. She grabbed her guitar and darted away. She appeared in a grocery store.
Chào bạn nhá. Muốn mua gì? Muốn mua cái gì nào? Lựa đi nào. Lựa đi. Muốn này hả? Bạn muốn mua gạo hả? Muốn mua gạo đây hả? Rồi đưa tiền đây nào. Đưa tiền đây. Tiền đâu? À, đổi
Trying
đàn
to
hả?
negotiate
Đổi đàn
trading
hả?
her guitar for
Cái này
rice.
cũng đủ nhá. Cái đàn này cũng đủ để đổi cái này đâu nghe chưa?
At first, the shopkeeper seemed to disagree.
Được nhá, trả lại này. Không đủ tiền nhá, này trả lại cho bạn nhá. Vậy cũng đủ nhá. Không đủ tiền nhá, này trả lại cho bạn nhá.
With all her innocence and sincerity, she tried to persuade him. She told him about her family and the lunch that was waiting to be cooked.
Sao? Bạn muốn gì nào? Muốn
Her
gì?
filial piety touched the shopkeeper's heart. And he agreed to trade her for a full bag of rice.
Này, đổi gạo ấy.
Holding the bag, Lily was as happy as if she had just received a treasure and hurried home. Seeing his daughter appear at the door with a bag of rice, her dad was stunned.
Hả? Ở đâu có mua vậy hả? Hả? Sao biết ba cần gạo mà mua đấy?
As Lily
Tiền đi đâu
recounted
mua?
the whole story,
Tiền lấy đâu vậy?
He was deeply moved, feeling both love for his daughter and a sense of guilt. He thanked her, asked her to bring the rice inside for her aunt to cook, and then rushed off somewhere. While helping her aunt snap beans, Lily's movements were very skillful.
Yummy.
Rồi, đây. Đi vẽ đi. Rồi, đi lên. Đi vẽ đi. Đi dài quá, đi đi. Đi vẽ đây này. Vẽ đi. Tiếp đi.
Oh.
Đây thì còn dài quá, đi lên. Đi vẽ ngắn lại. Vẽ lại. Giỏi. Không có đây. Đi ơi, đi bỏ vào đây. Đi đây. Bỏ vào đây đi. Rồi đi vẽ gì nữa.
But for a moment, her spirits fell as she remembered her beloved guitar. However, the thought of the upcoming family meal quickly cheered her up again.
Đi ngồi xuống đi. Đi ngồi xuống. Đó, đi lên ngồi im này. Đi ngồi im nhìn gì làm nhé.
At that moment, her dad was in the garden, cutting down a nearly ripe bunch of bananas.
Hết ăn kia phải ăn hấp. Mình ra xin đi. Đi. Đây, ra xin đi đây. Đi bỏ đi xem nha. Đi phóng xem chương trình.
While the aunt and Lily were watching TV and waiting for him to return, the image of the grocery store appeared on the screen. But this time, it was her dad with a bunch of bananas from their garden.
Chào chủ nha. Chào bác. Thế nào thế? Đổi chuối hả? Em muốn lấy lại cái đàn của Lily á. Hôm qua đi đổi cái đàn này hả? Đúng rồi. Giờ chuộc lại hả? Đúng rồi đấy.
It turned out he had used their homegrown fruit to buy back his little daughter's soulmate. Just as she'd hoped, the shopkeeper happily took the bananas and returned the guitar.
Đi ra làm giống.
Đi ơi.
Bố mẹ đi lên kìa, bố mẹ.
Đi ơi, có cái Lily này.
When he got home, her dad said he had a surprise for Lily.
Đây này. Đây ghế ngồi đi. Đây ghế đi. Đây này.
Đây.
Có cái Lily này. Đây. Đi qua đây lấy này.
And pulled the guitar out from behind his back. Lily was overwhelmed with joy, happily taking back her friend.
Đây cổ đi. Quay lại ôm này. Đấy. Bắt đầu về cho Ly đấy, được không? Ôm cái này. Ôm cái này. Nè. Nè. Đây này. Trời ơi, rồi đấy nha. Giỏi quá nha. Ba bé cho Ly đấy nhé. Ba bằng cắt đi nhé. Này, bằng cắt đi. Cắt đi ha. Cắt đi nha, đừng làm mất nữa nha. Thấy chưa? Đi đây. Cầm đấy, cầm đầu kia đi. Cầm cắt đi.
And quickly putting it away as if afraid of losing it again.
Đây, qua đây có gì đặt cơm nào? Ở đây không? Ở đây. Để gì đặt cơm nhé, thấy chưa?
Then, her aunt went to the kitchen to serve the meal, and the whole family gathered around the warm table, filled with love.
Lê ơi.
Nè, qua tới à.
Tới giờ cơm rồi.
Đi ngồi đây nhé. Đi ngồi đây. Đó.
Lê cơm lên đây.
Đi ngồi ăn đi. Đi đây.
The rice today seemed sweeter, the food more flavorful. That's because it wasn't just cooked with fire, but was also seasoned with love, sacrifice, and boundless devotion.
Nóng lên đi. Không nóng đâu.
The meal was simple, yet it was the warmest and happiest of meals.
Nè, đợi nhá, liền cái này nhé, thấy chưa? Ăn đi chứ, nè, nè, đâu, ăn thử đi.
Lê ăn vẫn ngon không? Lê ăn gì nóng ngon. Đi qua đây rồi. Đi ngồi xuống đây. Đi ngồi xuống
Ở
đây.
đây đi,
Đi ngồi xuống đây.
ở đây coi, đây,
Đi ăn tàu đi. À, đây, ăn cơm đi đây. Đây, đi ngồi ra.
ăn thử đi.
Lê ăn vẫn ngon không? Ăn đi nha. Đi ăn đi. Đi ăn cơm mà. Đi ăn đi. Ngon không đi đi? Ngon không?
Ngon quá ha.
Đâu đi ăn. Cơm ngon thì đi.
Cả mềm mà.
Cơm ngon thì đi. Cơm ngon không?
Thì
Đi
nào là
ăn
hết
chậm
rồi.
không? Chậm vào dây đi. Đi ăn chậm đi.
Ăn cơm mềm rồi đi ơi, ăn đồ ăn đi con.
Đi lên đây ăn rau đi cô. Đi ăn rau đi.
Kệ đi ha. Đi ăn nào ăn. Kệ. Ăn cơm đi thôi nhé, không cho ăn cơm nữa. Ăn nhiều rồi. Ăn rau đi. Cái này đi này. Nè.
Ừ. Dì ăn rau này đi đi. Dì ăn rau này. Đi ăn đi. Đi ăn này đây này.
The new day begins with clear excitement as Lily, looking incredibly cute in her blue helmet and a tiny backpack on her back, quickly dashes out of the house. The father, with a gentle smile and loving eyes, helps Lily climb onto their familiar green motorcycle. Lily sits in front, seemingly enjoying her role as driver, with confidence, while her father sits behind, ensuring both their safety throughout the ride. They ride out of the gate together, starting their journey through lush green fields and over an overpass, showcasing the deep bond and simple adventures they share daily. Their destination is a bustling market filled with the sounds and colors of everyday life. The father carefully helps Lily dismount the motorcycle, and the little one, with surprising confidence, walks into the store like a familiar and seasoned customer. A woman behind the counter with a warm smile and affectionate eyes greets Lily like an old friend and leads her to a table. Here, Lily not only demonstrates her cleverness, but also a sense of responsibility. She meticulously puts fresh oranges into a plastic bag then carefully places them on the scale to be weighed. Finally, Lily even personally hands the money to the woman completing the transaction professionally, and adorably making onlookers smile and admire her. After a successful and exciting market trip, the father and daughter return home, bringing fresh ingredients. The father leads Lily and the bag of oranges into the kitchen, where they often share warm and simple moments. Lily instinctively takes off her helmet and backpack, showing her familiarity and comfort with the home environment where she feels safe and absolutely loved.
Đây nhé. Vào nào. Bỏ cái vỏ cho vào nhé, đi nhé. Đây này. Bỏ cái này kia. Đúng rồi. Đây đây. Lên. Đúng rồi. Bỏ đi khác.
The father begins to peel juicy orange segments and shares them with Lily one by one, demonstrating meticulous care and attention, just as he would for a human child. He also carefully cuts mango into small, bite-sized pieces for Lily, ensuring a nutritious and delicious meal, showcasing his boundless love and thoughtfulness.
Được không? Đây nhé. Đây đây. Quả đã được nhé. Từ từ. Nghe nhỏ vậy. Giỏi này. Đúng rồi. Vào đây nhé. Vào đây. Đây. Đây nhé. Đây nhé.
The father arranges the sliced fruit on a pretty small wooden platter and places it on a tiny table, with a chair specifically for Lily, creating a cozy and adorable dining space just for her. Lily sits at the table and eats the fruit, with a small fork displaying politeness and cuteness, like a well-behaved family member. After enjoying her delicious meal, the father gives Lily a milk carton. Lily skillfully opens the straw and drinks the milk fully, enjoying her drink and showing complete trust in her father.
Trời ơi, đấy. Đúng rồi, chỉnh đi, đúng rồi, chỉnh đi, đúng rồi, chỉnh nè, chỉnh nè. Chỉnh nè. Đó. Thế là bỏ đây không?
After the meal, Lily instinctively puts the empty milk carton into the trash can, demonstrating her awareness of cleanliness and admirable obedience. To conclude a meaningful day, the father gently taps Lily's head and encourages her to wave goodbye, a moment filled with joy, affection, and sincere love between father and daughter.
Bye.